Hi everyone. So today we're going to start solving systems of equations using the elimination method. I figured that I can take advantage of Remote Monday to post a video, a simple video for this topic, and then we can really get into the depth of the lesson tomorrow. So tomorrow will be a regular lesson. I've been listening to you and you said that you don't mind the videos, so here we go. So before the break, which I hope was excellent for everyone, we solved systems of equations using the substitution method. So now is the second method of elimination. I know you've all seen this, it's just a matter of remembering. So to eliminate them is to create an addition problem and to literally cross out or cancel one variable. So if you guys would notice, I could cancel the y and the negative y here because they're both ones and they're opposites of each other. So remember, these, you can get dramatic about it, cross those out, and then you just add vertically. So I have 1x plus 2x to give 3x, bring down the equal sign, 11 plus 19 gives you 30. So we've accomplished the goal of crossing out one of the variables. We are working with one variable now. Solving for x, you get 10. Please don't forget, a system of equations is technically two lines that are graphed, and you're finding the intersection point. So we have currently found the x coordinate, and it's 10. Now to find y, you can use either equation. So I'll just use the bottom one, and the reason I'm going to use the bottom one is because it doesn't have a negative, right? That guy has a negative, x minus y equals 11. Negatives create an additional step. So to find y, I'll plug in my x value of 10. 2 times 10 gives me 20. Subtracting 20 on both sides, y is negative 1. So we now have found the y coordinate to our answer. Our answer is 10, negative 1. So the substitution method is making sure that you can cancel out a pair of variables. And the only way that you're allowed to do that is because the numbers in the front are opposites of each other. It could be a 3 and a negative 3, 100 and a negative 100. So let's try another one. We only have 2 examples here together. Notice now, the whole objective is to create an addition problem. Notice now that the negative 4x and the positive 4x can cancel out. If you notice the setup of the elimination method problems, now that you've seen the second one, do you guys remember everything's lined up? The x's are in the same spot, the y's are in the same spot, the equal sign, and the numbers, the constants. Same here, the x's are lined up, the y's are lined up, equal signs are lined up, and the constants, the numbers are lined up. So, if you would notice, these are opposites of each other. The coefficients are such that one's a positive 4, one's a negative 4. They're totally crossed out. So in example 1, we crossed out the y's. We eliminated the y's. In example 2, we're eliminating the x's. Doesn't matter which variable gets eliminated first. So then we add vertically. It's an addition problem, but in this case it's subtraction, right? Because it's a negative 2 plus an 8. Negative 2 plus 8, so that gives me 6. And it's a negative 12 plus, always an addition problem, a negative 24, so that technically turns into addition. Divide both sides by 6. This time we solved for y first. It doesn't matter. So to find x, which one's easier? Guys, it's a crapshoot. I honestly always like the positives, though. It makes things easier. So why don't we stick with the one that has the most positives? So to find x, I'll use the equation 4x plus 8y equals negative 24, keeping in mind it doesn't matter which of the originals you pick. Okay, so I'm going to plug in negative 6. Okay, so 4x. This multiplies to negative 48. So adding 48 to both sides. So we get 4x equals positive 24. X is 6. So don't circle x equals 6 as your final answer. Your answer is always an ordered pair. So 6, negative 6 is the answer. Why are we doing these lessons? Why am I putting you through this misery? We are working our way to 3 variable systems. Remember that? Remember I kept saying that? All right, so try this one on your own. The whole objective is to make sure that you cross out where the opposites are. So now is the time to pause it, do the work, and check back in with me to make sure that you got the question correct. All right, so you paused it. I know you did. You totally paused it. The y's are going to cancel, and now we add vertically. So 8 plus 3 is 11x, and negative 16 plus 5 is negative 11. Divide by 11, x is negative 1. To find the y, I'm going to use the top equation because it has less, well, I guess it was a crapshoot on this one, right? Could use either one. There's negatives in both of them. Then 8 times negative 1 plus y equals negative 16. 8 times negative 1 is negative 8. Adding the 8 to both sides. Y is negative 8. So do not circle y as negative 8 as your final answer. Your final answer is negative 1 because that's x, and y is negative 8. That's your final answer. So today's assignment is to take a picture of your notes and hand them in. That is it. We will pick this lesson up tomorrow with more complex questions. You're not always going to be able to just cross out from the very start of the problem. You're going to have to do a little bit more work. All right, go enjoy the rest of your Remote Monday. Bye, guys.